Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is messages from your inner child. What your inner child would like to say to you, or what they want you to know right now. For group one, we've got this one holding a sweet little bunny. She's like a little princess in her perfectly dress. The bunny matches her. The bed in the background, very canopy. That's why I'm feeling very princessy for group one here. Group two. He's some kind of special, huh? Very playful though. I'm feeling with this one. One that was maybe he was bit kind of neglected, but still did the best with what he had to deal with, you know. Reflecting back on your childhood, group two, if you choose this, you know, maybe you're like, hey, I turned out pretty good considering the circumstances I had to grow up in. And then group three, chasing butterflies, catching butterflies, the child. I do notice that both of these say number 13 and this one says number 18, so they're both Jack Spades. So, oh yeah, these are Lenormand decks. This is supposed to be a Lenormand deck too, I think, but anyways. Embracing transformation, embracing change for group three, I feel. But, so I'm going to shuffle on camera and pull the cards. So you know that there's no funny business going on for those, you know, who are on the fence about this whole entire thing. Anyways. Messages from your inner child. Group one got 2 cards, so can I get... Oh, no? Okay. My bad. Group 3. Can we get a card for group 3? What is their inner child wanting to know for group 3? Thank you. I'm loving it already. There's a lot here. A lot that wants to come out, I feel. Group 1, please, out of this deck for the messages from inner child. Clear, concise, accurate messages from the inner child for group 1, please. And thank you. Group 2. What do we got for group 2 going here? Happy Easter, by the way. I am recording this on Easter Day, but the messages here are timeless regardless of the date and time I specify. Please keep in mind some situations and scenarios could be dealing with other people around you, other energies that are going on. Could pertain to your past, your present, or your potential near future too, but we're aiming for now and to the future for messages from your inner child, right? Let's see what kind of archetype your inner child is embodying at this time, or what needs to be embodied. Can we get an archetype for group 1's inner child, please? Whoa, big ringing in my ears here. Big ringing in my ears. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you. Lots of energy here with us today, my loves. They've been waiting for this one, I think. I thought I did a message from your inner child before, though. I really did. Do I even have it wrote down on my little paper over? I don't. I see ancestors, unicorns, fairies, angels, messages from your higher self, messages from Mother Earth. Thank you. All right, I'd like you to keep in mind that this is a very thick deck. Okay. Look, companion, loyalty, tenacity, unselfishness. This could be something you're working through. The shadow aspect says betrayal by misusing confidences. Loss of personal identity. Kind of, I feel like that's what I'm picking up on this card right here. But what else? All right, I didn't pull the deck out, but I am reaching over and just grabbing right here with us. This deck, messages from inner child, messages from inner child, messages from inner child. Okay, shuffle this one. One more time. Group 1, what does group 1's inner child angel like to tell them? Ooh, I like the sound of that, your inner child angel. Maybe somebody here is deciding to see the inner child energy as an angel, embodying the angel. Group 1, please. Can we get it to fly out? I like it when they fly out. Good validation, right? Bit satisfying too here. There we go. Group 2, thank you, Spirit. Clear, concise messages for Group 2 from their inner child. What does their inner child need to know? Group 3, thank you. Next, Group 3, please and thank you. I think this one is it. We'll go ahead and take that one too. On the bottom of the deck, I've got Loved One in Heaven. Thank you, loved ones in heaven, for drawing close at this time. So, situation arising that your loved ones in heaven are really pulling through for you and trying to get you. There's like a new perspective, I think, trying to be seen here, but that's okay. Okay. And then these cards for Group 1, I'm going to use this deck. There's 3 main cards here. 3 main cards to start your storyline for Group 1. 2 more cards, please. Thank you. Okay, so that deck is for Group 1. I'm choosing a different deck for Group 2. Group 2, please. Storyline cards. Group 2, 3 cards. Start their storyline, please. I think that one's one. Group 2. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Whew. Okay. Let me take a peek at these right here. They both go for Group 2, I feel. Group 3, can we get 3 storyline cards? There's 1. 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards. No. I just remembered I'm using different decks on those. Tiki, 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 tiki. Tiki, tiki, tiki. Which deck do I want to use now? I think we're going to go with this one, because they're all right next to each other. 3 cards for storyline for Group 3. Okay, no, not this one. I looked at this one and then I was like, well, that's a regular tarot, but all these decks depict tarot anyways. They're just like tarot made into oracle, you know? 3 cards for storyline for Group 3, please. 3 cards for Group 3. Messages from their inner child. Thank you. 2 more cards, please, for that storyline. Group 3, messages from their inner child. That's too many. They all flipped over though. 2 more cards for that storyline for Group 3, please. Thank you. There's one. Second one. 1 more card for Group 3. I think it'll be quite alright if you're drawn to more than one group as well. Sometimes it happens. Thank you. Anything else? No, but on the bottom of the deck we've got 2 of Pentacles, making choices, balancing. Alright, we'll be right back with starting with Group 1. Hello, Group 1. For those of you that chose this child card, this sweet little baby girl. Number 18 or number 9, so you could be life path number 9. September could have significance to you. So I'm noticing how she's hugging the little stuffed animal. And there's a lady on YouTube, I think her name's Braca Goldsmith, if I'm saying that right. And no, this lady's really authentic. But anyways, she has stuffed animals that she will hold to her chest. It's like a comfort thing, but also I feel like it activates her heart center. So you might find yourself like wanting to cuddle with your animals, or, you know, cuddling with a pillow or something. This is your inner child trying to comfort themselves. And just because this inner child is a little girl doesn't mean you have to be a feminine watching this as well. But I think mostly it's females who watch my channel. Let's see what storyline we've got here. The garden and the gate. Feeling like someone is shy here. Your inner child is really shy. You're very... It's like you don't trust people. There we go. You don't trust people. Yeah. Because you've had the way you grew up, maybe in a hostile environment, but also like you were afraid to say anything. You walked on eggshells around your family or your parental figures. Yeah, because there was probably a lot of animosity, a lot of arguing. I keep being drawn to this candle back here. Something hidden in the shadows, though. Your inner child could be keeping something, could be keeping the curtains closed on a past instance that she's really not wanting to remember. And I feel like this young girl here is between the ages of 10 and 12. So that could be the timeline from which this event had happened. Okay, they're wanting me to pull these cards here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. So we're adding cards to the story here, but that's okay. There's a lot of concern around something. Concern about how you're raising your kids too. You don't want to go down that same road and raise your kids or do or be the way your parental figures were when you were growing up. Transportation here. Something about a train. I see that train's really popping out here. Journey by train. Wanting to journey by train. That's fun. And then we've got poverty. So there was a lot. I feel like there was a lot of arguments around money when you were younger. That's usually the basis. If somebody's not cheating, then they're fighting about money, right? Or somebody's accusing someone else of cheating. You know, it usually goes one in hand with the other. This could have led to divorce. It could have been a pretty chaotic and nasty divorce that had gone through while you were a child. So your spirit team, I feel, is saying they're concerned about this aspect of the inner child, not wanting to step through the gate, not wanting to venture out into the world alone. There's a sense of something being resisted here, something... You know, it could be something you were fearful of when you were a child. I'm going to get a clarity card for the journey and deceit card. Up from childhood up until now, you could have had a lot of people who were just not really honest around you. People that you really full-heartedly put all your trust in, and then it turned out they weren't really... They were really deceitful and crappy, lying to you the entire time, and it's like something you never saw coming. Okay, see, a deep realization or major breakthrough is experienced within the next few days, and this could involve traveling, like something about going to see somebody coming to see you. There could be a fear of some sort of transportation too. There's a train here, but you know, transportation, plane, bus. Traveling cross country, just driving yourself. It says face the challenge by being open. Okay, they want me to move on to the next cards. So we're going to do this one. Focus your mind. Thank you, angels, for helping me to focus on my priorities. So since I'm putting this under here, it's like they want you to really dig deep into that fear and ask your inner child questions. We've got some pink hair going here. Maybe you had your hair dyed pink. Maybe that was one of the things was you really wanted to dye your hair or get a piercing whenever you were pretty young, but your parents were like, no. So now you let your kids, you know, yeah, of course you can dye your hair. You're trying to find your individuality and your unique self. This is depicting the chakras also. This is a Merkaba here. Metatron coming in. There's lots of meditations on YouTube also that involve Metatron. Okay, and there's a fairy message on top of it. Focusing priorities. What does this involve? Fairy for group 1 inner child. Thank you. Spiritual teacher, your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. So, teaching those around you, becoming a teacher. I thought there was another card here that flipped, but maybe not. Working with animals, pay attention. I think your teams are sending you. I saw a bunny this morning. He ran out in front of my car, darted across the road, and then we saw an owl whenever I was taking my honey to work. He was a huge mofo too. And then little birds, of course, fly across my path all the time. Crown chakra, third eye activation here. Your priorities right now are healing. Your priorities are healing this inner child. And there's a lot of fear-based energy around the inner child that the inner child has that stems from childhood. Okay, let's see what this next card is. Optimism and aggression. So it's funny, we've got aggression under deceit here. I'm going to put this over here. A lot of red here, root chakra, sacral chakra. We hold our inner child in our sacral chakra. Our emotions come from our sacral chakra. Our creativity come from our sacral chakra. It's not a time to dread this work that's going on. It's like, I feel like it's almost like shadow work for your inner child, so to speak. So there's no need to dread it or fear it, because it needs to be done. So the best thing to do is to just take that key, open that gate, and walk through those doors. Bite the bullet and let's get it done. Because you've got the power, and this is going to happen really quickly. Also, I feel like there's triggers coming in for you that's going to trigger the sense of hostility. You know what this guy's reminding me of? Like, remember that show, Xena, Princess Warrior, or Warrior Princess, or whatever? And that guy, her dude, who ended up having a show about his character, I think that's who he reminds me of. So that's coming out. We got the number synchronicity, 789, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, actually. So I feel like you guys are definitely seeing those number synchronicities. And when they're ascending numbers like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, I feel like that's your cue. Like, hey, yes, I'm on the right path and I'm taking the right steps, okay? You're taking the right steps. There's some form of cleansing here and nourishment needing. Let your imagination run free. That imagination that you had when you were a kid. I know I used to go out and like pretend I was searching for fairies. I would go read a book outside. You know, I was listening to a meditation this morning from Reiki Rachel, and she even mentioned she got up and ate a bowl of cereal one morning and watched cartoons, and it was phenomenal because that's what her inner child wanted to do. Or she ate a bagel, not a bowl of cereal, sorry. So your imagination could be running wild. Your imagination really coming up, and like you're figuring new things to do. New ideas are coming in to help nurture this little one here. The archetype of your inner child, though, what she really wants to do is go run. She wants to run and jump and skip. All things activity, okay? Moving your body. She really needs exercise. Dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit. So that's exactly what's going on here. As you heal that inner child, you're developing your personal willpower and your strength of spirit. The shadow attributes, false sense of invulnerability and entitlement, a misuse of an ability for selfish ends. So moving away from that, if you find yourself using your spiritual gifts for personal gain, like I feel like a conditional kind of thing, like I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine. We've got a lot more red here again. Emerge. So let this inner child emerge within you. Getting outside into nature and playing, like Like I said, I used to get a book and I would go lean against a tree or I'd even sit in my parents' cars a lot and read books just to get out of the house and away from that energy. I'm just now realizing this though, that's what would happen. That's why I would go outside so much. And you know, it's stuff like parents, they try to do the best they can. They deal with what they know. And sometimes they're like, I'm not going to raise my kid like my parents raised me. I'm not going to do that. But unintentionally, there's other things that happen that we get conditioned with. A journey, either physical or mental. So if you're really interested, group 1, in connecting with your inner child, you can ask your inner child to connect with you right before you go into meditation, okay? And we've got the unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. You might be being very deceitful and hostile towards yourself, like in that situation that happened when you were a child. Like, I'm not bringing that up. I'm not giving them the time of day to even think about it, but now it's time, okay? It's time. Your intuition is really pulling you. You're going to be really drawn to do something or say something. Success is assured with good plans and hard work. So whatever you're wanting to venture towards or not venture towards, or what you're trying to not go towards, it will be beneficial to you in the long run, okay? I'm going to read the book meaning to this one real quick as well. And then that will be your final message. Actually, I grabbed these 2 cards on accident, so we're going to go ahead and look at them. Oh, look, Journey. I think you've got... Yeah, you've got Journey card twice here. You've got Journey twice, and then here's another card. Ooh, in the summer, yeah, really take up on this warmer weather that's coming towards us, you know, camping, hiking, going to the lake, just being outside and in nature. That's a lot of blue there too also, so that could depict third eye or even throat chakra. Maybe this is a situation you're needing to speak to that parental figure, or maybe even openly reaching out to your siblings like, oh, hey, look, I was reflecting on our childhood, and this is what I gather. How did you see it, you know? Emerge. You are moving out of the shadows and emerging into the light. Oh my gosh. And I said a while ago, look, I'm sorry, but validation helps somebody's confidence really good, okay? It helps my ego, and then it helps me work better with my ego later on, and we're not so catastrophic. But I mentioned like doing some sort of like inner child shadow work, right? Life gives you an opportunity to be in the spotlight, and your voice will be heard. The chrysalis phase is over. Are you ready to be the center of attention? Surround yourself with people who love and support you. Avoid people who feed off your light and tell you what you want to hear. Be bold and stand apart from the crowd. Be yourself, and life will be magical. So avoiding those people who are only around you for some sort of benefit, but they're also like, they only say what you know, that they're only agreeing with you because they're just like, we're just going to let this go, right? So kind of disconnecting from those for a little while and let them go do their damn thing, okay? But it says, are you ready to be the center of attention? And I feel like this inner child here was not, no, like the curtain shut. You'd rather stay behind the curtain peeking around. You didn't want to be acknowledged. You tried, like, maybe you were brought up in a household where children were supposed to be seen and not heard. Or not even seen and not even heard. Like you just, or maybe you just tried to stay unseen so you wouldn't cause issues and no aggression or anything. Sorry, I have to pause this. Ugh, stinking train. So it grounds me every time it comes through. The noise of it. Look at this egg though, this golden egg here. Nurturing your inner child, like you're careful with an egg, right? Have you ever been in high school and home ec and they make you take an egg home or a bag of flour for a baby? But also there's this sense of needing to go ahead. The memories that ensue around the childhood could bring up a lot of hostility around that people were deceitful towards you, but there's this sense of needing to let it come up, let it come to a head, sit with it, and just it's just feelings and thoughts that you're dealing with here. nothing is going to happen to you on a physical level. It's not, if you let this come back up, you're not going to fall over dead. Bad things aren't going to happen. It's completely normal to have some sort of anger towards that situation. It's not going to start all over again. So in doing so, I'm being guided to say that you should very well nurture that inner child and let her or him know that they are safe in the matter, that it's not going to happen again, and you guys are, you know, wiser, smarter, bigger, more adultier in this time, and that you won't let anything happen to her, but you guys need to let this situation come up so it can be processed, so you can let it go for good, so you can go play and have fun and work with your imagination. Group 1, this is what I have for you. I hope it helps. I hope it resonated, and if you haven't already, hit like and subscribe for me. It's greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Love and light. Group 2, you silly little lovelies. Group 2, for those who chose this sweet little child here. He just wants to play. He just want to have fun, but somebody keeps telling him to be quiet and stop making messes, huh? It's not nice. You know, as a parent myself, and I was in the midst of growing up when I had my first child, I was still a baby, okay? I was just 5 years older than 13. Actually 4 years older than 13 when I got knocked up. But, you know, it never occurred to me that kids are just freaking kids. And I thought they were supposed to know better than to make messes and spill things on accident. I thought they were, you know, and I have released a lot of guilt and a lot of grief from the upbringing of my dear son. I know I could have been a better mom, but I know I wasn't at that time because it was something he needed to deal with too. But we always have this sense of shoulda, coulda, woulda, and that's just something like, that's just a given. Kids are gonna mess up. They're gonna make messes. They're gonna spill juice. They're gonna take your favorite lipstick and shove it into your USB port on your laptop. I don't know, you know, shit happens, right? I know I've seen some of those videos where the kid got into their own diaper ointment and like the mom turns around, they're in the car, right? And he's all bored and he reaches in and decides to smear himself all over with it. You know, like they're just bored and they're trying to figure things out and have fun. Okay. Let's get your storyline going. You guys got 4 cards here. So, the power, waking the lion, sacral chakra. Look at that. That's where we hold our inner child. It's where we hold a lot of emotions. It's where our creativity comes from. I think Dolores Cannon said once that our sacral chakra has like 16 different pockets. And in my opinion, that's 16 different things it helps us with. So a lot comes from that sacral chakra, and that sacral chakra is right above that root chakra. So it is really essential to, you know, when you're working with chakras, to later on progress to working on the other ones above and below it too. Okay, as above so below is coming to mind. There was emotional withdrawal, discontent, and boredom. So yeah, your inner child is pretty bored right now and discontent, but that's okay. And we're going over here. We're moving these around, okay? This discontent and boredom could be what's leading you towards your emotional withdrawal, and this emotions are held in the sacral chakra. So cleansing, you can go to a professional too, a professional Reiki, but there's free stuff on YouTube. Super easy to do Reiki energy healing on these because they do the energy work for you. It comes from them through source, through God, through spirit. And it's just the ones I listen to have affirmations in with it. So you're not focusing on keeping your mind clear. You're just listening to the teacher and repeating what she says. And we've got this rainbow right here depicting the 7 chakras. So also your team is saying kudos to you. You've started the work. There may be a sense of needing to pick it back up, or you could be fixing to really pick it up and you haven't been. But they're saying yes, yes, yes. Good job. They love it. Oh yeah, I'm going to pull cards on these to get a little more information. Actually, it's these. Clarity card for these two right here, Spirit, please. Clear, concise messages. Inner child messages for group 2, please and thank you. Get some clarity cards or validation. Thank you. So sense of practicality. So I was going to mention ego and the practical mind, logical thinking, some sort of ascension and practicality. Okay, this emotional withdrawal came from some sort of heartbreak. Again, this could have been something, this could be a new idea coming to you from your childhood. Like, oh my gosh, maybe something, maybe you are meditating or contemplating and something did come up. Like, holy crap, you just got a view of a situation from a different perspective than what you had as a child. And there could have been a situation that was kind of detrimental to your emotional and mental well-being, but you never even realized that that was the cause of this emotional withdrawal. There's like it's awaking in you, whatever this is. But again, just like group 1, there's a sense to nurture this child, this inner child, to let them know that they are safe now, they are loved now. Mother yourself, okay? Bring your inner child home to yourself. Yeah, seeking truth from the past. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, there's a need to go further and go deeper, right? Group 2, okay. We're on group 2 now, Spirit, not group 1 anymore. Let's see what this is. Oh, look, the Divine Mother. Unconditional love. Mother yourself. Thank you, Divine Mother, for helping me to give and receive the love I deserve. So calling in, I think, is the Divine Mother Mother Mary or Mary Magdalene? Are they the same people? Oh, yeah, I'm horrible with that. I need to do some research. So if you're not sure on how to mother yourself, you can always call Big Mama in herself, right? Okay, this could involve your mom too, actually, since I just was really drawn to pull the tea leaf cards. And look, there's my buddy Eagle here, triumph over troubles and obstacles. So whatever this situation is, I feel like it's strongly around a mother figure or the mother, or even you as a mother. I did mention my son's childhood, but anyways, there's complete triumph over these troubles and these obstacles. So it is needed to bring it up at this time. Your inner child might be the one kind of pressing it to you too. The inner child might be the one bringing it up. Acting childish comes to mind too. So you might catch yourself, you might feel like, oh, I'm acting a bit childish, but that's okay. That is so okay. Look, the Ringmaster of Scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, details. So you might have been embarrassed about that inner child popping out. You might felt like you had faced some sort of scrutiny or something of the sort. You might have been kind of forced to grow up before you might not have ever even really had a chance to have a childhood. You might have had siblings that came in and you were the oldest, so you were left to take care of them as well. So now, if you were kind of robbed of a childhood, now your inner child is like, we coming home, baby. We coming out to play. We're going to go do this. We're going to write. We're going to sing. We're going to dance. We're going to skip. We're going to discover. Yeah, a lot of reflection here. And I feel like if you let yourself do it, it's gonna break that, because in healing our inner child is to break those generational cycles, right? It's gonna lead you to a big breakthrough on creativity and new ideas, whether it's new ideas about how to go about getting a home, new ideas about income, new creative ideas. I'm not ready for that card yet. It's going to come in really fast. All right, hold on. This might be what your inner child is fearing, though, but I just got a little fearful myself because the card does say jeopardy. That looks kind of scary, and there's a child here and a mother watching after. Holy crap, I'm just noticing about this card, too. And there's a mother watching the child. Look, he was out here riding his bike, and then all of a sudden, oh my gosh. So there might be a situation. Oh, wow. There might be a situation where something had happened to you when you were little, and your mom was like right there, and you might have been like, maybe she was really stoned, maybe she was really drunk, maybe she was too involved in the environment around her to notice, but I feel like something happened to you when you were little, and that could be something you blame your mom for, or maybe this is the realization that, holy crap, my mom was right there and she did nothing. So that's probably, if you've been getting the word forgive a lot, that could be stemming around that situation. When things are at their worst, they can only get better. You might not be letting the situation out because you don't want it to jeopardize your well-being right now. But it's not going to change. And if anything, it's going to help you feel so much more better and have more of an emotional fulfillment towards things. Let's see what this card is. A fork in the road. Being indecisive. Actually, let me put that to the side here. Book meaning on Jeopardy too, because there might be a few little words in there, main words, that keywords for you. It's time to put your health, safety, and family first and avoid taking any unnecessary risks. Are you obsessed with something or someone? I know I'm going to pause right there. We're really bad about taking on other people's woes and burdens and carrying them as our own, like worry. It's very sympathetic and empathetic of you to worry about other people, but it's not our place to carry that baggage and those burdens from other people, okay? Even if it's involving your child, you know, we still have to let our kids grow and learn and make mistakes and learn on their own, right? Addictive behavior causes unnecessary grief and sadness. So that could be a situation, you know, maybe your mother was an addict or is an addict. If you're addicted to tobacco, alcohol, or drugs, perhaps even in person, your spirit guides can only help when you decide you want to break the addiction. And that's saying when you decide you want to break that cycle, that generational cycle as well. If this card appears in an answer to a question, the answer is no. Your intended action will cause more harm than good. And then we've got the affirmation, I am following the signs and I am safe and healthy. And there's amethyst. Amethyst has popped up quite a bit. Smoky quartz and black onyx and rhodonite. Oh, here. I feel like somebody would like to read that. And even this card came to mind when I was shuffling all those cards. So I'm going to go ahead since that's right there. Oh, wow. No, we're going to read that. The pain and sadness of your family's issues are a heavy burden, and there will always be a problem that needs to be solved. You have confused being a hero with being a martyr. A hero does a good deed once in a while, but a martyr feels that without their own sacrifice, others would not thrive. Everyone has to stand on their own 2 feet, so teach them how to solve their problems. All they need is your guidance, love, and compassion. Holy crap. I was just mentioning about letting kids make their own mistakes and learn on their own, right? The affirmation here is I am putting myself first and I allow my loved ones to work on their own issues. Oh, I've got goosebumps everywhere. This is crazy. I didn't even read that, you guys. I promise that. Oh, it's just super amazing to me. My inner child loves this kind of stuff. We've always been super fascinated with all things metaphysical and paranormal. So when these sweet little things happen, it's really exciting. So if you're open, if you have, well, we all have spiritual gifts and abilities, but if you're in the know about them and you work with them and you do know you're intuitive and you use them, there's some play that can be had in here too. Getting really excited about the little bits of magic that you see and feel around you. It's an absolute wonderment and awe for me, and it's an absolute blessing for us. It's such a blessing because we're just the tools here to use the tools, right? Okay, so the embodiment of your inner child, or what your inner child is needing or wanting to do. Messiah, serving humanity with humility. The shadow attribute says exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. So again, there's the mother energy coming through, not blaming yourself for how you're, not worrying about how your kids are going to turn out up to this point, regardless of how things were around them. Situations were out of your control. There were other people involved as well, and it's just, you could be heartbroken over this. It could be worrying you, but it's not your fault, okay? Something's not someone's, I don't know why that's coming through, but it's not your fault. These cards are kind of, you could be really, really indecisive about, you could be having a hard time stepping into your personal power and having confidence because you don't want to be seen as egotistical or having an inflated ego. But once these people are healing their own shadow attributes about the ego, they're going to realize that it's confidence is confidence. There's an owl here. I don't know what this thing is. Is it a llama? There's a monkey reaching up right here. No monkey play. Get that monkey off your back. It's time to get the monkey off your back. Two wrongs don't make a right is what I'm feeling here too. I feel like this mother is like really worried about, I feel like she's got younger children, you've got younger children, and you're really worried about how they're going to turn out. Maybe you left a toxic situation and now you're worried, how it's going to affect them, or you're wanting to leave a toxic situation. Pay attention to your health. This is the second thing. There was another book, I think the book meaning, somewhere here it was talking about taking care of your health. So this is a time to put yourself first, your emotional health, your mental health, your physical health. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. So in doing this shadow work, shadow aspect work of your inner child, it's going to help you bring success and peace. Doing something risky and taking a chance. So this could be what you're healing from too, because there was something about not taking action right now. Something about October. Something better. If something fell through, something's going to come through in October for you, group 2. Do we have any other messages here? Okay, the fairy message. So I did it for group 1. The fairy message for group 2. Okay, well this one's flipped over already, so we're going to take that one and see what that says. Patience, please. What you're asking for is coming about. Have patience, as there are unseen factors that need to occur first. Unseen factors. All right, be yourself. The situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. I mentioned you stepping into your personal power, but, in doing so, that's letting that inner child out. Maybe you like these little hats. Wear one. Maybe you like the pointy shoes. Maybe your inner child used to like to dress up. Dress up like a wizard or a witch, or, just putting on your mom's or your grandma's, high heels and hats, silly frilly hats and whatnot. Let that inner child come out and play. We've got a lot of 13s here too. It's not a bad number. 1313 or 1331 you could be seeing a lot of. On the bottom of the deck, I've got express your individuality as well. Allow your true self to shine because you are awesome. Your inner child is like, we want to express ourselves through how we do our hair, or how we wear our clothes, or how we our decorations that we put up in our home. Your inner child wants to help people too. Maybe you got reprimanded a lot because you thought you were just helping, and then you ended up making a mess, or, messing something up. So the parent, would get really upset and, put you in a corner and rah, rah, rah. You're going to sit in your own mess. Goodness. You're going to heal from this, group 2. You're going to heal, but your inner child is just like, we need some peace. And so when you start to feel a little edgy about this situation that wants to come up and be processed and released, go color. Go outside. Go run around barefoot. I mean, I'd like to climb trees whenever I was younger, but I don't think that's in my bone structure right now. So whatever it was, they want to do it again, and it will help bring some calmness to them too. If you don't want to mother it and say, hey, we're okay right now, little one. This too shall pass. We're not in that situation anymore. Nobody can hurt you. Nobody can be mean to you and bully you anymore. Dealings with a fair woman, or a relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. So that's definitely like a mother figure coming in. Forgive yourself, and as you can forgive yourself, you can forgive your mother, or vice versa, okay? Because they were dealing with their own unprocessed emotional and childhood trauma, okay? Have patience and just be yourself, group 2. Even when that little one wants to come out and play. This is all... There's one more card here. Eternal child. Determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. Ability to see things with fresh eyes. Holy crap. I was just talking about not wanting to go climb trees because my bones probably wouldn't allow it. You might find that letting your inner child play too, you might start to notice some fine lines kind of fading away. It's like the reverse aging process is what I'm feeling here, group 2. I hope it helps. I hope it resonated. And if you haven't already, it was greatly appreciated if you like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, group 2, love and light. Hello, group 3. Last but not least, for those that chose this sweet little card, the butterfly catcher. All right, I'm feeling like there's definitely a transformation going on here for you, group 3. And actually, you guys are working with your inner child. You might not even realize that that's what you're doing, though, was helping and letting your inner child play. Let's get... You're doing really well on your journey, though, right now. They just want to point that out, okay? Keep the faith, keep the hope, and stay heart-centered. Let's see what your storyline involves. I'm going to try my best with these tarot, okay? The Hermit. The Hermit usually represents self-reflection, inner work, doing the work on the inside. Being alone, taking time out, disconnecting from people around you. The Seven of Pentacles, nurturing yourself. And then the Knight of Cups. Ooh, look at this. These guys almost resemble each other, so you could have family members that are very close. Cousins are coming to mind that really resemble each other. They could be twins, close to each other. We've got a little message right here. So I feel like there's a message coming towards you. Could be an emotional message. But it's not a bad thing. I think it's something that would make you happy because he's holding flowers here and there's fruit behind it. Filling your cup back up, though, group 3. You might have had a fond attraction to horses when you were little. Or maybe it was the quite opposite. You were scared of them. So, inner child fears could be coming up. A fear that ensued from your childhood. Holding space for yourself, though. I feel like you guys are in the know about your inner child, and you have been working, trying to work for it. There's something that, some sort of seeds of manifestation that you've planted. And in doing this inner work, there's like a gift from spirit coming towards you, and it could be some sort of emotional fulfillment. Don't we want to have peace all the time? Don't we want to have joy in our heart? Don't we want to keep the hope and the faith, right? There's wings on his shoes. Aristotle just came to mind. I don't even know if that has anything to do with the winged shoes. I have to look that up now. Hold on one moment, please. Okay, so the winged shoes are from the Greek god messenger, Hermes. So I did mention this message here, and then I noticed that my daughter just bought some of these. Well, they're not actual Converse, but they're Walmart knockoffs. Something's about to take flight, though. Something's about to happen or change for the better, though. It's not a bad thing. Who the crap was Aristotle? Man, I really need to brush up on my history. There we go. He was a Greek philosopher and a polymath during the classical period in ancient Greece. He was the founder of the Lyceum, the school of philosophy. He's one of the greatest philosophers who ever lived. He invented the field of formal logic, and he identified the various scientific disciplines and explored their relationships to each other. My ear kind of started ringing when I said discipline, so there could be, you could be healing your inner child from hardcore discipline that you had as a, like, corporal punishment is coming to mind. Ooh. Let's get some more cards on these, though. Clarity card for the Hermit. Okay. Just breathe. The Temperance card, but when the Hermit card comes out, this is usually signifies to a lot of meditation. So doing breath work also comes to mind. There was something about scarcity mentality or poverty thinking that you were releasing. And keep following your intuition, okay? Oh, shoot. I just put those cards back in here and then I realized that they went here too. So, oopsie. They might come back out again. You might feel like it's hard work to sit down and meditate, but if you project it out to be, you're going to want to resist it that much more. So try using positive affirmations towards doing meditations. It is easy for me to sit and meditate. It's easy for me to sit down and do my breath work. I really enjoy meditating. And if you're not even feeling these affirmations, just fake it till you make it. Until, affirmations were scientifically proven to help. Scientifically proven. And they're just words that you have to say. So what's the harm in doing it? Somebody here used to use positive affirmations, but you've kind of fallen off the wagon from it. You've fallen off the chair from it. So it'd be a good idea to put those back up, because we can use affirmations for anything in our life. Can we get a clarity card? Thank you. Look, there's ascension. Okay, your manifestation abilities are opening more. You're realizing what it is to manifest, how that situation and what works for you. You're manifesting abundance. An abundance in this emotional fulfillment, though. On the bottom of the deck, I've got community. So as you heal yourself, you're helping to heal your community around you as well. No more self-victimization. I think you're catching it whenever you find yourself doing that. Let's see what this card is. Authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. Of course, you're very aware that you have free will, and if you don't feel like meditating, you don't have to sit down and meditate. But your spirit team is saying you keep asking when, why, how, and they've been urging you to keep following and keep taking these steps toward the breath work or the meditations that come across whatever feed, social media that you're scrolling on. Also, being mindful about TikTok and scrolling TikTok quite a bit. Cleansing your energy after, because TikTok is a very busy platform. I think there's like 3 billion users on that thing. This is leading you to your authentic purpose, though. Messages from the inner child. There's significant transformation going on in a lot of areas, I feel, for you also, group 3, because we've got a lot of butterflies and then we've got a lot of these little pentacles here, 7 of them. Let's see how many butterflies we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got fairies flying around over here, a bird flying over his head. The map maker of destiny, though. I think you might be fearful about what you're wanting in your life, what your heart desires are, and you might be kind of fearing that it's not going to come. It's coming towards you because it's part of your destiny. Whatever these grand ideas you have for yourself. You might receive flowers, or you might give flowers to somebody. I think Mother's Day will be coming up in May also. Might receive flowers for that. We've got honor your feelings. My gosh, that's a beautiful card. I love the teal color. Ooh, look at that. Archangel Haniel. Thank you, Haniel, for supporting me as I honor my emotions. Look, and I mentioned emotional fulfillment, you guys. Oh, your inner child, if she wants to cry, let her cry. If you want to stomp your feet and cross your arms and be mad for 5 minutes, do it. If you're feeling the urge to act in a childish way, I think you need to, whether it's a good emotion or bad emotion. Just make sure you don't harm yourself or others in the process, okay? It might be something you might want to go get some medical insurance for before you decide to venture and let your inner child really hash it out on heavy emotion. No, I'm just kidding, group 3. We've got Ascension here, and look at this. Spiritual gifts. Thank you, Raziel, for helping me channel my gifts and my talents. So there could be some fear from seeing with your third eye. Something could have happened in your childhood. But you're working through that, okay? Make sure you take the time to let your inner child know that you won't let anything happen to him or her. That you guys are just fine. You are divinely protected. You are heavily protected. I feel like we've got 9, 7, 6 here. I feel like you have like a whole team around you. Like it's your spiritual entourage, okay? Ooh, there's a completion coming up though, and this full moon offered some sort of completion. Okay, let's get, I'm getting drawn to get a little clarity card over here. Some hard work ahead. You've got the hard work card over here as well. Cultivating the heart will be prosperous. So there's a completion around some sort of situation. It's a cycle, but there's a completion of it that involves your heart center, your heart chakra. They want me to get another card here, so. All you endeavor goes your way because of your empowerment. Keep sharing your feelings with friends and family. And then the other side says, time to do something different. Step away so that you open up to the prospect of another journey and success will come. I mentioned something about stepping away and disconnecting from, well, that might have been group 2. But as I was saying that, disconnecting from, the word social media came to mind. So maybe you do like to be on TikTok. It is addicting because, I mean, we get on there and we thought there's so much different stuff on TikTok, right? And I love it, and I've got a prominent following. And I get on there and I will, you know, I'll look up funny stuff. I'll look up tips on cleaning items and how to make, you know, better toilet cleaner. I don't know, something that's safe for the environment. Dog barking. Advice from a friend. Take the advice from a friend, okay? Be open to receiving the advice. Even though I feel like this is a friend. This is a friend that you might not like hearing their advice from, or their opinions or suggestions. So there's a need of needing to reach out. Be open to receiving here, because this person talks, they may not verbalize it very friendly, but their heart is in the right place. Like their mouth is in another, but their heart's in the right place. Oh, this turban, maybe you're wearing a turban, I don't know. Look, good fortune coming towards you, and look, that's what you're manifesting, right? It's in the works for you. It's part of your destiny, because, and it's also part of that generational healing. There could have been a lot of poverty in your past lives and also your past generations from this lifetime. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. This, okay, advice from a friend. So I feel like those are going together. That's what you're feeling like me suggesting to you, because it's your spirit team, not me really, about the meditation and the breath work. And you might get kind of defensive because you don't have an interest in doing something like that whatsoever, even though it's like free and the easiest thing you could ever do for yourself. Like, it's so easy, breathing and talking using affirmations. But I feel like maybe putting your defenses down and being open to receiving that. The beetle You may be, is that scarab? Is that even a thing? Look, money will be coming to you, okay? Somebody could be wanting to give you money. People who owe you money from the past, though. Holy crap. Okay, so yeah, that's the word, scarabs. I couldn't, man. Anyway, so that might be of significance. Scarabs, whenever I see scarabs, I think of Egypt as well. Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. So your team wants you to be open and receiving that helping hand, okay? This could be advice from a friend, or needing to reach out to a friend for advice, or asking. Maybe, you know, maybe you need to borrow money too. This is going in a different direction. On the bottom of the deck, I've got scales. Keep your life in balance. All right, they want me to go ahead and show what your inner child is embodying, what archetype. Oh, okay. Helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. The shadow attributes compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. So something here that you keep resisting, something that needs to be put down. They want me to get another clarity card. You could be doing healing work. Maybe your parents were addicts. 2 cards came out, so I'm going to see what they say. Stop rushing. Take time to be still in order to see things clearly. Stop rushing. Take time to be still. Forgive. Okay? It's time. Act in the spirit of compassion, and forgiving these people, you'll be able to have more compassion for yourself. Your inner child needs that healing. Serve people whenever you can. So, serve people whenever you can. So, doing for others without expectation of anything in return. Oh, I'm going to scratch your back. You better scratch mine later when I need it, you know. Or, oh, hey, thanks for doing me that favor. I owe you one. Like, some forms of respect and mannerisms, right, by doing that. But also the hands of hand comes to mind too. I keep glancing at mine up here. I've got mine hanging. There are more tea cards here though for you. Hold on. Hold on a moment, please. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. So maybe there's something that you were trying to keep from, you were addicted to before, but your hands, you feel like it's reaching out to you or calling your name again. In doing so, okay, there's an addictive behavior here that's blocking your manifestations. This has come out before in a pick a card. This is why your wish is not being granted, because there's something that you need to restrict yourself from, and you're choosing, you know what it is already. You already know what it is, but you're pushing it away. Like, no, I'm doing this work over here. I did do the meditation. I did do the energy work. I did drink my moon water. I mean, I don't know, whatever it is, but it's like you're still resisting that need to heal something. I mentioned poverty consciousness, I think, in this group. Maybe it was group 2. I don't remember, but healing that poverty consciousness. Dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. So dark hair, dark eyes. This could be you as well, but the mother figure that's needing to be forgiven here. Or father. In September. Wake me up when September ends. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, I've got increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So I feel like that could be the addiction. There could be, you keep relying on outside material items to make you happy. I've known of people in and around my life who constantly, like magazines, for instance, always buying magazines and putting them to the side after you read them. and they really serve no other purpose, but they're just piling up. It's like maybe you've got this abundance of material items, and then you don't get rid of anything, but you keep buying more and more and more because that's what you like to do. You like to spend. Maybe the inner child is a bit of a spender. Maybe this has got something to do with your inner child too, that's stemming around, spending sprees, addiction to spending money, like money burning a hole in your pocket when you get it or you know you have it. Okay, we're moving on to the next card. 33 romance. So this could be arguments ensuing around this situation as well. Arguments about money. It was also stemming about how you were raised to view money as well. Pull in another clarity card, because I feel like there's at least 3 different messages coming through with the romance card. There could be a need for romance in your life. Maybe you wish for that person to bring you flowers, or for him to give you flowers. But if you weren't ever a person who was open to receiving flowers in the first place, how will they know that they need to bring you flowers? So dropping sweet little hints and sweet little nothings, like, a sweet little reminder that you still love me is nice. I want those flowers, please. Just dropping nice little hints. But look, there's an emotional stability here that's going to help. Look, honor your feelings, emotional stability. Honor your feelings around this situation. Stop resisting. See, you're resisting feelings around a certain cycle that keeps popping up. The need for rest. Okay, also something about your dreams. Maybe you've dreamt about this. There's messages coming in from your dreams. New ambition and romance. Reignition in a relationship right now. And actually, no more self-victimizing. Actually, I'm going to pull a romance card for group 3 on this romance card, please. Angel, spirits, guides, inner child. Their situation around the way you view romance. True love. This is a romance of a lifetime. Okay? And for those of you who are not in union with anyone, my single Pringles out there, that one started to come out too. Let's see. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. And romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, so this is saying around a situation. Are you having these feelings because that's what you think you're supposed to do around the romantic situation? Or is there something there deeper that you're ignoring? Maybe this person was a known addict, because this card is red and it's saying pay attention to the red flags. There might be a situation that your partner is battling an addiction as well. An addictive pattern. Maybe they like spending money. Lying about money comes to mind too. There's strong magnetic attraction there though. And for those who are single Pringles, you are calling in your soulmate, okay? Look, prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you closer together. Affirmations. There it is, yo. There it is. There she blows. I can't believe it's already 2 o'clock. Laughing at your demons. Laugh at those dark spirits. There's regeneration. Regeneration and how you view things. Any other messages for inner child? I don't know what my stinky little dog is barking at. Something about, maybe this is what, yeah, we've got romance and lovers on how you view relationships. You could have based sex around marriage and love. Like, okay, well, I don't feel like you love me because you're not doing the romantic things that are that we conditioned to believe that are romantic, right? You don't bring me flowers. You don't have your hands all over me. You're not actively seeking out my attention. Like that's That's not how relationships work. That's not what love is, okay? Yeah, exactly. You're expecting, because that's what you were conditioned to believe around relationships. And there could have been something that happened whenever you were younger to make you think this. Or there could be some trauma that you're healing from. It is not their job to read your mind and to give you flowers when you think they should be giving you flowers. Don't assume that they should know that that's what you want. Whatever it is, might not even be flowers. Don't assume. It's not their job to try to make you happy all the time. Whoa, okay. Trigger warning here. It's not one-sided. There's two people here, two people here, two people in this card under here. It's a two-way street, okay? And if there's no communication, then those expectations are being missed, and then there's something. It's like you're seeing it in the wrong perspective. Yeah, this involves a main male. Look, as I put this over. This guy's got dark hair. Could have a Fu Manchu, beard, mustache. 111. 11 was on the timer. Keep in mind that they're healing too, okay? And once you start communicating with them, they're going to open and communicate with you as well. But they're healing. And look at this little dog around here. Yeah. They're healing too, my loves. They're healing their inner child as well, okay? Something is on the horizon. What's on the horizon? What's coming for them? What's coming for group 3? Could be a mother figure coming towards you. Could be their mother coming towards you. Great aunt comes to mind as well. Yeah, there's that poverty card for that poverty consciousness. That lack mentality. But this is part of your journey, okay? There's a... Oh, it's like putting yourself privileged. Feel privileged that you are here and able to be with this soulmate at this time on earth. Help them, okay? Reach out to them. There's a need of somebody needing to reach out. Also, brother comes to mind as well. It didn't have to be. And look, the child came out too. So this could be a male child of yours, nephew. You're going through regeneration though, group 3. You're working with your inner child. Take advice. Quit resisting. Let your shadow self come out. Work with it. Because these are shadows right here. And I saw the black pants right here. If you expect things to go wrong, they'll go wrong. If you expect good things to happen, good things will happen. Accept this gift from Spirit of this emotional fulfillment and this chance to honor your feelings, okay? And to communicate your feelings. Communicating on another level. Releasing the fear and worry that has been built up around communication and speaking your true thoughts. As a child, you may have been told to be quiet a lot whenever you were, especially with the gifts and the abilities. Like you might have been conditioned, you know, they're like, oh, no, we don't talk about that. We don't do that here, okay? That's not okay. So healing that too. Could be a fire sign here. Maybe there's something around this romantic relationship situation that you're needing to bring your inner child out on. To say, hey, we are lovable. We are worthy of good things. We're worthy of this love that we deserve. And this person, our divine counterpart, is just going through something right now. We didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing that you've done wrong, group 3. It's just your divine counterpart is... This says not hiring, but I felt like that said, I glanced at it and I felt like it said not hurting for a second. And I feel like that doesn't even cross your mind that they could be internally struggling on their own past, their inner child. I've got to show this guy here too. Look, he's got dark hair. He's got a mustache and beard thingy. There's just a lot of masculine energy here. And take time to breathe out. Look at this, you guys. The messages are repeating now, so I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that, group 3. I hope it helps. I hope it is beneficial to you. On the skull, you might be seeing skulls a lot, but that says hidden secrets can harm you. So not speaking, not communicating is starting to be detrimental. It's starting to strain a relationship or your view on a relationship or how they view you, okay? So there's this need to go ahead, take advice from that friend. I feel like the advice was to communicate. There's a lot of blue here, so working on that throat chakra. And the fear of the fear based around the communication stems from something in childhood. Honor your inner child. Work through your feelings. Honor your feelings, okay? It's okay to cry. It's okay to get angry. It's okay to get upset. But we don't have to hang on to that. I hope it helps, group 3. I hope it resonated. And if you haven't already, it's greatly appreciated if you like and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow here, my loves. Until next time, love and light.